The Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank meeting that took place today in Sharm el-Sheikh is Ambassador Suad Chalabi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good afternoon to you, Madam Ambassador.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
106 countries attended these meetings, including ministers of finance and central bankers as well. In addition to a number of media outlets and international representatives of different institutions, for instance. How do you view the participation? I mean, the numbers are quite high. Why is this something that's significant? Madam Ambassador?
Hello, yes?
Yes. The number of people that participated that are like central bankers or ministers of finance is about 106, representing 106 countries. Why is this something that's important?
Because this is the first time that the bank is holding its meeting in Sharm el-Sheikh, and especially at this time of where there are so many global challenges that are facing the financial sectors in the world. And the banks are getting together in order to discuss how to face the financial problems, especially after the two big crises that happened during the past few years, the COVID that hit the whole world, and of course it affected the global financial markets, and also the Ukrainian and Russian war that took place 2 years ago, or 1 year and a half now. So this has emerged into energy crisis, food crisis, and the financial institutions are getting ready to face all these repercussions of the global challenges. So these representatives, financial institutions, and ministers of finance are meeting in order to empower the private sector,
Yes.
and to give a boost to all the institutions that are working in developing the infrastructure of the developing countries in order to be able to face all these global challenges, whether it is even the developed and the developing countries. Both are facing lots of problems from the crisis, the energy and the food crisis.
Yes. Madam Ambassador, are you all right there? Are you all right? Doing well?
Yes, it's just that my voice is not so good. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, just a concern, that's all. We can hear you clearly.
Okay.
How can the conference provide added strength to the economies of developing nations?
Well, this is what President Sisi have requested, that the financial institutions give boost and also facilities for the developing countries, so that they can be able to restructure their economies in a way that they are able to attract more investment and be able to face these challenges that I talked about. Now that all these financial institutions are meeting, and the heads of the ministers of finance are meeting, they can discuss how they face these challenges in order that they can reach the progress and they can reach the targets of development of 2030.
Yes. Madam Ambassador, during the meeting sessions, the participants are to discuss various issues, including guaranteeing international governance for the sake of cross-border sustainable development, building partnership to support the World Health infrastructure, and mobilizing resources to finance climate-centered activities, especially since we're seeing the repercussions of all of this, such as the COVID pandemic and then the effects of climate change. How could Egypt benefit from this sort of structure?
Of course, this event that is taking place is the 8th annual meeting of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, which is held in Sharm el-Sheikh. It's a very good event that serves as an important international platform where Egypt can showcase its investment opportunities and capitalize on its strategic geographic location and position itself as a pivotal logistical hub.
Yes.
And this is what the finance minister of Egypt have stated. So we have a very good opportunity to attract investments and finance green initiatives and present projects in renewable, sustainable, also in transportation, in communication, in internet, infrastructure, water sources. All these investments are there for sustainable development objectives, and the infrastructure sector is ready to develop these projects into implementation projects.
Yes. Madam Ambassador, do you think that the African Development Bank could somehow collaborate with the Asia Infrastructure Investment Bank as well to develop the African continent and specifically the North African region?
Yes, of course, the two banks, the African and the Asian, could, of course, together help in securing considerable portion of soft and concessional loans from Asian markets to bridge the gap that is happening in the African sector in the financing of projects in Africa. So it is expected that these meetings that are taking place in Sharm el-Sheikh will lead into a portfolio of projects that will value of $1.3 billion.
Yes.
That include investments in Egypt and in other countries also.
Yeah, I apologize, but I have to cut you off there because we're going to move on to the next session. So, Ambassador, I'm so sorry, thank you so much. Ambassador Suad Chalabi, the former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much for joining us. This cuts us off for the special edition, but more coverage comes your way on LTV.